We've got an exciting NFC game here as the Los Angeles Rams are looking to get that much closer to clinching their spot in the playoff here in the 2023 playoffs. They fly up to New York to take on Tyrod Taylor and the New York Giants. Or I say we believe it's going to be Tyrod Taylor. He replaced Tommy DeVito on the Christmas Day game against the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to break down the game and give our predictions. But before we do that, real quick, we're trying to get to 2,333 subscribers by the new year. It's a year-end goal, and we're about 70 subscribers away. So quickly, if you haven't already, subscribe, like the video, and let us know who you think is going to win this game. Ryan, the Rams, this is not going to be like the easy walkover game we thought it would be a couple weeks ago because the Giants fought extremely hard against the Eagles, and there's some other stuff. I think you could say maybe the Eagles aren't playing the best football, but the Rams are one of the hottest teams right now, and they just need to stay focused against this Giants team, which I think can be sneaky. I think they can be sneaky. This defense isn't as horrible as people think, and honestly, just the real main issue for this team is just their offensive line is just god-awful, atrocious. Yeah, and so to go to review, what are your overall thoughts on the Rams team so far this year, and what do they need to do to ensure that they're going to come out victorious this Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, the Rams have been a huge surprise this year. Puka Nacua coming on. Nobody thought a fifth-round pick wide receiver. Like, we've had some later-round wide receivers take off, but
like Tyreek Hill was a fifth-round pick, but I think
but not
this time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. To immediately come in and the season, the start that he had to the season was insane.
Sorry. There's a cat. There's a cat crawling on me, and he just clawed me because dogs are chasing him. So he's seeking safety.
Safety. Yeah.
But no. So like for me, nobody expected him to come in and be a 80 catch, 1,000-yard receiver in his rookie season as a fifth-round pick. But this offensive line, I still think, isn't as good as they have necessarily performed. I just think Sean McVay has done a fantastic coaching job of getting them to play better and kind of scheme around and set them up for success. Also, I think Matthew Stafford, that's one of the last, I think, one of the last of this generation of quarterback that is really controlling everything at the line of scrimmage. And I think he's setting up everything for this offensive line for success. Sorry, this cat is not leaving me alone.
Well, I will say that's one of the things too, similar to that cat wanting protection from the dogs that are chasing him. Whichever quarterback starting for the Giants, they are also going to be searching for protection because Aaron Donald in this defensive front is just going to be absolutely just going after whether it be Tyrod Taylor or Tommy DeVito, Daniel Jones, or whoever it is. I know Daniel Jones is out for the season, but and that's the thing where I think Aaron Donald's Aaron Donald, but then you also have the emergence of Byron Young, who has also had a really good season as well. And that's where I think defensively they have improved. Still some weaknesses, but what has been keeping them in games and what's going to continue to hopefully propel them into some of the victories here and keep their Super Bowl hopes alive is that emergence of Puka Nacua, Matt Stafford being the future Hall of Fame quarterback that he is, Cooper Kupp. It's funny, too, Dad and I were talking about it. It's like Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, like they're almost, to me, they're almost identical. Like it's only whenever Cooper Kupp moves on, it's like they're not going to miss a beat with what Puka Nacua provides because they're almost the same and how quick they are, how easily they can get open. Yeah. And they're just such good possession receivers that can also blow the top off on a defense.
Yeah, and that to me, I think there's not really any superstars on this Rams team, obviously, or on this Rams defense besides Aaron Donald. I think there's just a bunch of really good role players that complement him, and that just kind of has worked for them. And I think when you look at this Giants offense, outside of Saquon Barkley, they have nobody that's really been super potent. Jalen Hyatt's had his moments as a rookie. Darren Waller, when he hasn't been injured, has looked okay. But there's not really anybody else that really, really scares you. And I do think that the Rams will probably invest heavily into stopping the run in this matchup. Yeah. And then on the flip side, this Giants offensive line also is not good. Andrew Thomas and Evan Neal are both injured. I believe Evan Neal might have come back, but I don't believe
Evan Neal's on IR. Andrew Thomas came back.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah.
So I got that mixed up.
Let me see here too, because the Giants were on track Oh, they only gave up 1 sack, it looked like. They were on track. They're 1 sack away from tying the second most sacks allowed in the season, but
Yeah.
they're about 27 behind the all-time record, which is by the
Yeah,
Eagles.
which they're not going to get
Not
unless
not
Aaron
now.
Donald just goes crazy.
Now
But
they would have Eagles would have had to have gone crazy. Aaron Donald's going to have to go crazy, and then Giants are playing the Eagles again in Week 18. So unless it's like a 20 sack performance, which would just be earth shattering, I think.
yeah,
I think they would probably just kneel the ball the rest of the way just to end the season. Like,
they would
please
have a
stop
sack
this.
like 1 out of every 3 offensive plays. Like the offensive line would just not have to play
That's
at that
implying that they
point.
would have 60 offensive plays.
Yeah.
I don't think they could get to that much if they're getting sacked every time. So, but I love the way the Rams play. And I think that they're playing, as I think our kind of phrase towards the end of the season, they're playing the right football at the right time. Kyron Williams coming back has been a huge spark of this team, and he's having a great season as well. Just good all-around balanced offense on this Los Angeles Rams team. Let's get into our predictions here. But as I said, before we do that, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified whenever we create new content. Ryan and I, we're trying to get to 2,333 subscribers, which reason why it's that number, and why I said it earlier, if we hit that number, it'd be 2,000 subscribers within a calendar year. We're about 70-ish away as of the recording of this video. So help us out, like, subscribe, and Ryan, I think we all know who we're going to pick, but let's make it official. Who do you have winning this game and why?
I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams. I think they're just a better team. The Giants, they're playing for 2024, I think, and they're trying to figure out who's going to be on that team, who they need, if they need to draft a tackle with that first overall pick or what. And so for me, I think the Rams, they're playing for a wild card spot. They have more to play for. They're going to show up. And also, I just think we know what we have in Tyrod Taylor, and he's just an average quarterback, like not. I think he looked good against Philadelphia just because it was kind of a curveball. But I think if the Rams have a full week to kind of prepare for him, then he'll look average as he did. And also one of the things with Philadelphia, they're a division opponent. They see them twice a year, and I know that's the first time they've seen them this year. But I do really think that they have them kind of not figured out, but those games are always closer than they should be because they're division opponents.
Yeah. So I'm also going to go with the Rams as well. I think the Rams offense is almost, I would say, kind of similar, I would say, than to Philadelphia's offense. Matt Stafford isn't as elusive as Jalen Hurts, but if you look, they have the same receiver set, very similar receiver set and multiple different receivers to go through. They have a great running back that they can lean on, and the running game has improved immensely this season just in general. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a tough challenge for New York. And also, too, if you really look at it, the game shouldn't have been that close against the Giants in Philadelphia. Philadelphia gave up, one, the pick six, which was unfortunate. Dallas Goedert slipped. And then also then you had the fumble on the kickoff in the second half. So within like 5 minutes, there was 2 touchdowns scored, and it was a one it was a one possession game. So that game really wasn't that close in general. Philadelphia still dominated, and I think the Rams are going to do the same thing.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up here. We are both taking the Rams in this matchup. Again, if you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe and help Ty and I reach that goal of getting to 2,333 subscribers. We would really appreciate it. And go ahead and leave a comment down below on who you think is going to come out ahead in this matchup. Will it be the Rams? Will it be the Giants? And that we'll see you guys next time.